Hello, my fellow knights and warriors. This is the second part of the crossing scenario playthrough for the Panzer game. I'm playing with the basic rules and we are in the turn 4. So, we have to give comments to our tanks and here, as for Germans, I will give them a single fire factor command to smash these Soviets down completely, and they will get short halt. I will give one to each of these stacks. And here, these Germans are going to fire, and their targets will be these two tanks, so I'm going to give separate commands to these, and these two will get one and this one get another. And finally here, and here we have a tight situation because they are adjacent to each other. This makes them a bit hard to fight, and I'm going to give them short halt. That's just for being cautious. Okay, so now Soviets. This one is, well, it is damaged, and firing with short halt provides me a little chance to achieve anything. I believe this tank is already sentenced to be killed, so I will take my risk trying a fire command. If I will be lucky to gain initiative, I might be able to even destroy a single German tank, and if I won't, well, happens. Now, they will get short halt as well. This is going to be interesting. And there, the tank below, the one which is not damaged, is going to get a short halt, while the one which is damaged is going to get a fire. This tank is going to get a short halt, and this tank remains with Overwatch. So that's all for the comments. And now the crucial moment when I have to make a roll to see who is going to gain initiative, because as you guess, this will be one of the key moments of these turns. So Germans 24, Soviets 58. So Soviets are first to go. Good for them. Let's check on the turn marker and let's mark turn 4 as Soviet. And now, let's go and fire. First, this tank. It is a lone tank and it targets 1, 2, 3. The first tank in this stack. So, it is 3 hexes range, so it's point blank. The best range you can get. So we are in the point blank. And now, enemy is a night cover, so it's -1. Our tank is damaged, so it is -4. So we have -4 in the point blank. This is 54. We need 54 or less to score a hit on these crowds here. We got 41. Okay, that's great. So we hit the bastard, and now let's check how good we hit him. This is a close range, so point blank. So Soviet T-34 has penetration of 19, and the German Panzer 4G has an armor of 13. So this is 90 versus 13. So this is 6 hexes, 6 points penetration. Is enough to burn them? Let me check. I need to find it in the rulebook. And now, no, if there is 10 or more, we are going to burn him. Otherwise, he's simply destroyed. Well, He is destroyed, so that's bad for Germans, but well, at last we managed to knock him down. And let's put him to the dead pile. Okay, so now this tank fired, and the others, since Soviets have a lot of fire options. And now, the first one, which is damaged, is firing on the first tank, and the second one, which is alright, but with short halt, fires on the second tank. So the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so this is short, and enemy is in the medium cover, and our tank is damaged. So, -3 and -3. So we have 6 on the short. This is 28. Let's make a roll. 57. No, this is a miss. So this one missed its target. Not like I am surprised. And now this one. It has a short halt. So we are also firing on the short range. And now this is -4 for the short halt and -3 for the medium cover. This is -7 on the short. This is 21. So let's make a roll. And 75, certainly a miss. Let's flip it on the short halt movement. Now, this one wants to fire here as well. And then let me see if I can. Yeah, I can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is short, and again -7 because of short halt and medium cover. So 21, and ooh, that was close. It's 23, but still not enough. And now here, they are firing to Germans. Each tank takes one target. So first to first, second to second, third to third, and now this is going to be an interesting case, because our targets are moving, our targets are in the light cover, so it's -3. We have a short halt, so it's -7 on the point blank, so 27. So we need 27 to hit them. First one, no. Second one, no. Third one, no. So we have 3 misses here. And that's all for the Soviets. So now Germans. I will start here. This is the same situation. I need 27 to score a hit. So the first German tank, he hits. Second tank, he hits. And third tank, he misses. So two of the first 2 Soviet tanks were hit. And now let me check how good it was. It was 23 because it was point blank versus Soviet armor of 18. So it was I believe this might be this is destruction, because it is 23 minus 18, so it's 5, right? And 5 should be enough to wreck them. Yeah, we need 4 or more, 4 to 9 to wreck enemy target, and there was 23 versus 18, so it's 5. So 2 Soviet tanks go down. Knock it out. Let's remove it, and this one is simply removed. Like I said, we don't need more wreck markers on the board on the single hex. 1 is enough. So here Germans were very lucky. And now let's mark it as a move. Now, there. These 3 tanks have different comments. I mean, first tank has 1 comment, and the second 2 tanks have 1 fire comment. So the first one fires on the damaged one, and the other 2 are firing on the one which is alright but moving. So the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6, so it's short. And now Enemy is in the light cover because they are in the scrap. So we are firing on the short and -1. It's 63. So we need 63, 53. Okay, enemy is hit. We were firing on the short halt, so our penetration factor is 20. Enemy armor is 18. So we get the damage, and he was already damaged, so he is good as dead. Let's place wreck, and the tank goes to the dead pile. Now the other two German tanks are firing on this one here, and this will be a bit more complicated matter because it moves, so we have -2. It is in the light cover, so we have -1. So our total modifiers are -3. On the short, it's 49. So we need 49 or less to score a hit. First roll, miss. Second roll, hit. So we hit him once, and on this range, this is damage. So this order is also revealed. And now here. First, these two tanks are firing on him. This is a point blank, and he is not moving. So I think there is nothing nothing can save him because he is on the bridge. I believe bridge provides no additional modifiers. Let me check. No cover. Yeah, so nothing is going to help him when he's on the bridge. And now you may ask about this. Yes, bridge provides cover, but only when you are fired with small arms or any other weapon that has GP factor. This means machine guns, high explosive ammo, etc. But here we are firing with armor piercing, so we don't care about this. And here in the cover you can see none. Okay, so there are no modifiers. We are firing on the point blank, so we have 90. So we are firing on with two tanks on the 90. First one, ooh, he misses, and the second one he hits, and the Soviets are already damaged, so they are dead. So I can remove this, that, and here I can place wreck, and this tank off to graveyard. Now you can see the difference. Okay, so they are fired, and they cannot fire because, well, they haven't any targets now. Okay, so that's all for the combat phase, and now we are going to the movement phase. So, who is going to move? As for Soviets want initiative, so they can move first, or they can let Germans go first. And I think that Germans are going to go first. I mean, I will let them go first. So these three tanks are moving here. Like you remember, they can move like this because of the rule that allows you to move on the adjacent hex even if the cost is too high. And now, as they moved here, this Soviet tank can fire at them because he has Overwatch fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, he fires on the hex on the range of 7, so this is medium range. And now modifiers. We are in the light cover, in the medium cover, so it's -3. Target is moving, so it's -2, and this is Overwatch fire. So total modifiers are -6. -6 on the medium, it's 20. Well, not the biggest chance, but it won't hurt. So it's 20, and oh, sorry. Let's make a roll. It's 95. Okay, that's unfortunate. So that's all. And Germans finished the movement. They are not moving any further. They have all fire commands, so they have to stay here. And now they can only move by 2 because of the shortcut. Oh no, sorry, 3. Why 3? Because they have a 6 when they move down the path, and they have shortcut, so they can move 3. 1, 2, and 3. So now we can change. And now this bridge is under glorious German control. Okay, so that's all for the German movement, and now Soviets are next to go. I have only this tank here. It is damaged and it has short halt, so virtually it can move 1 hex. I will move here because it allows me to fire on them from behind, so that's cool. And this one is in the terrain, so it has 5 movement points, but due to the short halt it has only 2 movement points. But I'm going to stay here. I'm not moving anywhere, and same goes to him. He's not moving. He opt to use a short halt just to be safe from enemy fire, and this is the end of the Soviet movement phase, and that's the end of the actions, because we don't have anything to do now. So let's go and remove all the command markers. And now, well, the situation is definitely different. Soviets have 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks. Sorry, this wreck should stay here. 3 tanks, and one of them, no, 4 tanks, and one of them is damaged. From the other hand, Germans have 5, 7, and 9 tanks, and none of them is damaged. So looks like our Germans are going better. Let us continue with turn 5. And now, what I am going to do. And now, they are going to move, definitely. So let's go to the command markers and let's go and move. They are also going to move, and maybe I will give each of them a separate command, so they won't have to operate and stack. They will be able to move independently. And now here they are going to fire, but again I'm going to give them separate commands, so this one gets 1 and the other 2 get another. And these 3, I will give them short halt, but not all of them single, but different for both. Alright, so that's all for Germans, and now Soviets. This single German Soviet tank gets, I wonder, short halt? No, fire. Let him. Come on, baby, light my fire. He gets a short halt. He gets fire, and he is damaged. So giving him a short halt would means that he wouldn't be able to hit anyone. So that's I'm going to give him fire anyway. Alright, so that's all for the comments. So far, Soviets have more luck with rolling for initiative. We will see if it's going to change now. So Germans 27, Soviets 51. So Soviets remain with initiative on their side. So we are in the turn 5 with Soviets firing their tanks first. And now I have to declare who is going to fire first before I will resolve all my attacks. So this one fires on the first tank of the stack. This one fires on the second tank of this stack. This one fires on the first tank here, and this one fires on the second tank here. So let's resolve these attacks first. Uh, and now they. Oh my, I made a mistake. Yes, I made a mistake. Why? Because he cannot fire. Let me check for the line of sight. Yes, he cannot fire. Why? Because the line of sight crosses the edge of the hex. And if the line of sight crosses strictly the hex side, then the line of sight is blocked if this hex is covered with the blocking terrain. And in this case, it is covered with blocking terrain, so no, they cannot fire. Ooh, sorry, me bad. So I have to give them movement command. Okay, sorry for that mistake. Happens. So they need to have a movement command. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so he cannot fire. So instead, this one fires on the first tank of this stack. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Short range with -3 because of the terrain and -3 because of the damage. So this is short and -6. So we need 28 or less. 63. This is a miss. Now they. This one fires on the first tank of this stack, and now he has a short halt, so this is -4. He fires versus moving target, so it is -5, and he fires versus unit in the medium cover, so it is -8. This is -8 on the point blank. Yes, on the point blank. So this is 18. Not a big chance, but let's roll. 56. No way. He misses. And now he fires on the second tank. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's medium range. And -3 for cover, -2 for target moving. So it's -5 in the medium range. So this is 25. Let's make a roll. 63. This is a miss. And that's all for the Soviets. Now Germans. Well, they are firing here. Let's be precise. This tank fires here, and the two tanks fire here. These from these three tanks, the first one fires here, and the two others are firing here. So let's start. This tank fires on him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is short with -1 for enemy being in the light cover. So this is short and -1, 63. Let's make a roll. 69. Damn you. A miss. Now the other two are firing here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a short, but he is moving. And since he is moving, we got -2. So this is short and -2. This is 56. So we need 56 to hit him. First hit. No. Second hit. So we hit him once, and he is damaged because of that. And these two are done. Now this one fires here. 1, 2, 3. This is point blank, but he has the short halt and he is moving. So this is -5, right? Let me check. Target moving -2. Short halt -4. No, it's -6. -6 on the point blank, it's 36. And 88, nothing. And now these two are firing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. so this is 7. As for the German tanks, this is still short range. Well, German guns are slightly better, and a Soviet tank is in the alley. Alley provides light cover, yes? Let me check. Yes, this is light cover. So we have a short halt and he is in light cover. So we have -5 on the short. So this is 35. So we have two shots with 35. First one, this is a hit. Second one, this is a miss. So we hit him once on the short. So this means that this Soviet tank is damaged. Okay, let's mark it as damaged, and let's mark them as move. Oh, I forgot to change it here, so it's also move. Alright, so that's all for the German combat, and now we have to check for the movement. Soviets decide that they are going to let Germans move first, and now these two German tanks are moving. Oh, sorry. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's change their facing. These two German tanks are changing their facing first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's all, because they weren't starting their movement on the path, so they have to utilize normal terrain movement factor. So that's all for their movement here. And these guys, I wonder. I don't have to move them all because they have different commands. So, for example, this one can change its facing. And I will change it like here. And these two will remain, well, they will also change their facing, but in the other way, like this. Okay, so they are now in the opposite directions. This one is facing here, and the other two are facing there. And now Soviets. So this one, it has, let me check in the terrain, 5 movement points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it changes its facing by 1. No, not like this. Like this. And that's all. Now this one, I believe that this one is not going to move. It's going to keep this order just to be harder to hit, but that would be everything when it comes to the movement phase, and this is the end of the turn 5. So we can remove all the markers, and well, the situation isn't changed drastically. There weren't much of the destroyed tanks now, but these German tanks from the north are going to join the battle here, and this will definitely complicate the Soviet situation, as long as they won't be able to destroy a good number of German tanks. Let's continue with turn 6, and for the orders, I think I will give them movement. Same goes to them. and now here. Well, they can hear Soviet tank riding somewhere behind their backs, so these two are taking short halt, and this one is going to take a move. While these two are going to take fire. I mean, I will give each one different comment, because I want them to fire on the separate targets, and this one, the last one, is going to use movement. Okay, so Soviets. This one is going to use short halt, this one fire, this one will fire, and this one, I believe it's going to fire as well. Okay, so that's all for the comments. All the tanks have comments. Yes, all the tanks have comments. So now I can roll for initiative. So far Soviets were favored by these rolls. Let's see if it's going to continue. Germans, it's 29. Soviets, it's 9. Okay, so finally Germans are gaining initiative. So this is 10-6 and Germans are now with initiative, and this means they are firing first. Okay, so these two, and now one of them, first one fires on this tank in the town, while the other fires here, and these two, they have short halt. Let me show you. No, sorry, these are two. This is one tank, sorry, my mistake. So this tank with short halt fires here. Okay, so let's go. The first one fires here. It is point blank. Enemy is moving, so this is -2. We have a point blank with -2, so we need 72 or less. We got 70. He is hit. He was already damaged, and on the point blank he would be killed instantly. So he goes down in flames. Well, not in flames, because to burn him we would need better odds, but still he's dead. So the first German shot. Second German shot goes here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so it's still short, and -1 because he is in the alley. And -1 with shot, this is 63, and 87, this is a miss. Okay. And now this one with short halt fires here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the enemy has fire command, so he's not moving, but he is in the scrap, so he's in the light cover. So we have short halt, and this means that we got -4 and -1 because of the scrap, so it is -5 in the short halt. This is in the short range. This is 35. Let's make a roll. 75. Nope, this is a miss. So move. Okay, so that's all for Soviets, Germans, and now Soviets. This one fires on the second tank, the one that fired on him. This one fires on the first tank here, and this one fires on the second tank here. So first this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is medium range, and -3 for the cover, and -3 for damage. So it's medium with -6. So we need 20. 87. This is a miss. He fires on the first tank in this stack. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is short with -2, 3 for damage, -2 for medium cover, and -2 for movement. So it's -8 in the short. This is 14. So we need 14. We got 97. This is a miss. And finally, this Soviet tank. It fires on the second German tank on the point blank, and enemy is moving and enemy is in the medium cover. So this is -5 on the point blank. So this is 45 or less. 81, okay. That's very unfortunate for Soviets. So no hits for Soviets. That's very, very bad. Okay, so now we're going to make a move. And Soviets cannot move at all. So Germans cannot even give them an opportunity to move first, because all the Soviet tanks have have fire command. So it is German part to move. So this one moves here. It is 1. It changes its facing 2. It changes its facing and 3. Okay, and now that's all. This one, 1, 2. 3, 4. And this one, it's simply changing its facing. So 1 and 1 for the movement. And that's all for the movement here. And now the other German tanks, the ones are coming from the north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This was a path movement. And this one, these two. Ah, come on, I don't want you to move with this wreck. It's 1. Now 2 and 3. They cannot move here because they have 4 movement points, and they would need a bigger number of 1 point for moving up the hill and 2 points for moving into the scrap. So they cannot move here, but well, they are taking position. So that's the entire German movement, and that's the end of the turn 6. This is turn 7 now. And what are we going to do? I guess the answer is pretty clear. We have to eliminate all the Soviets to end this game. Well, I guess this is where it game goes. So these two get fire marker. These two also get a fire marker. This one gets fire marker. And these two also get fire marker. So all the Germans are going to fire, and well, that's what they want to do. And as for the Soviets, this one will try to at last destroy one German tank. This one will take short halt, and this one will also take short halt. Alright, so that's all for the orders. And now, oh, I forgot, my mistake, they are moving. Okay, that's all. And now we need to make rolls to see who is going to have initiative now. So Germans 14 and Soviets 40. So Soviets are still much more lucky with initiative rolls. So the turn 7 and Soviets are with initiative. And now let's roll for Soviet attacks. So they are he fires on the first tank in this column, and this is point blank. He is damaged and he is with a short halt. And due to this fact, he gets -3 and -4, so it's -7 on the point blank. This is 27. And he hits! Great! So this is short point blank. It is 19 versus armor of 13. So this is 6 points of difference. So German tank is down. Okay. He fires there. This is -4 for short halt and -3 for the medium cover. So it's -7 for the point blank. This is 27 again and 49. Well, we cannot be that lucky forever, so this is a miss. And finally he fires here. It is -4 for his damage. Oh, sorry, for the damage it was -2 or 3, -3, yes. This is -3, target is not moving, he is not moving, so it's -3 on the point blank. Yes, 3 hexes, so this is point blank for Soviets as well. Yeah, point blank. So -3 for the point blank. This is 63. Let's make a roll. 50. So good. German tank is dead. So maybe Germans were too eager to finish this battle that quickly, and it turns out to be costly. Now or simply Germans weren't that lucky with initiative rolls, I would say. Now, that's all for the Soviets, and now Germans. This one fires here, and these two are firing there, these two are firing here. So let's start with them. This is -1 for the light cover and -2 for the movement. So this is -3 on the point blank, and the same. Both tanks have same modifiers. So it's -3. We need 63 to hit him. 13 and 13-4. So both are successful on hitting him. So all in all, he is dead. Okay, now let's mark them as fired. These two are firing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now this is he is not moving. We are not moving. He is in the light cover, so this is short range and -1, 63. So first hit 59, second 37. 2 hits, and even if he was damaged, then even a single damage would be enough to get rid of him. So he is dead. We can remove. Oh no. KO remains. We have to remove damage marker. Okay, and finally here there is a single German tank here, and it fires on the short range, sorry, on the point blank range, with -1 for the alley and -2 for the movement, so it's -3 on the point blank. So this is 63. And the roll 40, he's dead because he was damaged, and so this means that he goes down in flames. And that's the end of the game. Germans are victorious by default because it was 10-7. And now Germans have 8 turns to seize both of the bridge and fort, and this gives them enough victory points to win the battle by default, because they lost only 4 tanks versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can tell that Germans are definitely victorious. And that was quick. It was pretty interesting because, as you could see, Soviets had definitely a good luck with initiative rolls. They were winning initiative much more often than Germans, so that was pretty good. But what worked better for Germans? Of course, die rolls. That's one case. But the other thing is that German tanks have better guns and better range. Of course, each Soviet tank was deadly. Each Soviet hit was deadly because German armor was weaker, and Soviets had a much bigger chance to destroy German tank with a hit, while usually Germans had to hit Soviet tanks at last twice, one to damage and then for the second time to score a second damage and then destroy. Only on the closer range, point blank, there was opportunity for Germans to destroy Soviet tanks with a single hit, and this forced Germans for the combat on the closer range. But all in all, there was a lot of luck in this battle, so a couple of different roles and maybe Soviets would be able to win. This battle is generally very balanced, so really the strategy and good rolls are everything here. Okay, so that's all for this battle. Like I said, it was pretty short and quick and easy, because you are going to use basic game rules only, and this is the only scenario in this game that allows you to play with basic rules, because all the other scenarios are going to use advanced rules. And there's of course different level with optional rules, but you are never forced to use any of them. In fact, what is pretty cool in this game, that the rules themselves are very modular. You can use only these rules that you really need and the ones that you like. If you find some rule to be not working fine for you, feel free to remove it. If you want to include only couple of optional rules, you are free to do so. If you want to change something which is not going deep into the rules, you are free to do so. For example, it is totally fine for you to change the thing that I mentioned to be most annoying in this game, so the fact that you are firing with all your tanks if you want the initiative. I played this game with my own home rule that changes this, and players are firing individually. The player who won initiative chooses his first tank or stack and fires first, then his opponent, then the player with initiative again, etc., etc., until all the tanks with fire and short halt fired. The only bonus of initiative is that the player who won the initiative fires first. And I think this option is pretty more balancing the situation. But, like I said, the choice is yours, and the cool thing in this game is that it all works pretty well. I will probably return to the Panzer in my next videos, because I would like to play with advanced rules, and they are quite cool. I am learning them already. I didn't master all of them so far, so I will need time to understand everything, especially about infantry and its combat, because infantry fights in completely different way than tanks. so it will probably take me a while, but as soon as I will learn and master them, I will be back to show you how this works. And until then, that's all. Bye.